Hello, sports card collectors and investors. I hope that everybody is having a great Monday morning and had a very good weekend. I'm coming to you today with another video that is a little different. Yesterday I did a video that was new for us, and it was a Q&A essentially from questions that we had that have come in through social media and through the channel that I thought that were pertinent to answer, that hopefully could be of value to you. And what I wanted to do is have somewhat of an open forum here, to where I've got a few questions, 5 or 6 questions that I want to ask. And ideally, if everybody could comment below. This is for subscribers and for people that are watching the video. When I started this channel, my main focus was to open up the conversation. So while yes, I want to provide information to you, I also want to just open up the conversation for all collectors and investors, so that we could have kind of that open dialogue, and I can learn from you as much as hopefully you get something out of my stuff as well. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just go through questions that I have for you, and if you could comment below, or you can reach out to me in a direct message. That's perfectly fine. We're on Twitter, and we've got Facebook groups and a page. So I've got my contact information listed below in the description. So if you feel more comfortable just reaching out to me directly, that's perfectly fine too. But my goal here is to just get feedback from our viewers. Not necessarily on this channel, but just as in the sports card collecting and investing world as a whole. I just want to get your thoughts on kind of what you're thinking currently about a few different topics. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into the questions here, and let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get this conversation going, this dialogue going. All right, my first question is, in this new COVID environment that we're living in, are you planning on, well, let me start. Were you planning on going to the National Card Show in Atlantic City this year that's at the end of July, early August? Were you planning on going? And are you still going? Or do you not even know what I'm talking about, and you're not interested in this, in physical card shows? Or is it something where you were planning on going but have decided not to go, based on what's going on in the world today? For me, I was planning on going to the National. I've never been to this show before. I've only been to little, local type card shows, but it's been a while since I've even been to one of those. So I was excited about the National this year because it's within driving distance for me. And so I was thinking maybe even taking my little ones with me, or at least one of them. I'm obviously, with it being in Atlantic City, that's kind of tough. Just it's in kind of that epicenter of where everything is happening with COVID. So I'm on the fence about it. I'm not completely no yet, but I'm probably leaning towards not going. But I'd be interested in hearing what you guys think, if it's something that you're still going to go to. I mean, assuming it's even going to happen, I suppose. They could certainly cancel it. So, but just wanted to get your thoughts there. Next question, and this is a broad, open-ended question. What excites you about sports card investing currently, and what concerns do you have about the hobby in general? So, obviously there's a lot of things to be happy about and to be excited about right now, but I also want to learn kind of from you, what are things that worry you, maybe keep you up at night, or just in the back of your mind are kind of nagging at you, about the hobby today. I think for me, the biggest concern that I have in the hobby would just be the integrity of the grading companies holding up over time. So, I think that a lot of the growth has come with grading cards, and being able to kind of evaluate them better because of grading. And so, I suppose, and there are, scandals with each of them that, that have kind of come through and are still, being processed. And so I'm just wondering, is that going to be a fault on the hobby? Is it going to, is it going to damage their reputations? How is it going to affect us moving forward? And I would be interested in hearing your thoughts on that. Now, if you're not worried about that piece, that's perfectly fine. This is a judgment-free zone. And a lot of people are not concerned at all about that part. They're happy with the services that are being provided, and that's the end of that. So Absolutely no judgment whatsoever, but just curious on getting your thoughts. For me, that's probably the only thing that really stands out to me, or that's the major thing that stands out to me, is just making sure that grading company reputations hold up over time. And whether or not these grading companies are, in 10 years, is it still going to be PSA that is out there? Are they still even going to be in business? There's those question marks long term for me, that I think would be probably my biggest concern. Am I mega concerned about it? No, but that would be, something that I think is top of mind. All right, next question. Are you investing in other collectibles as well, such as fine art, stamps, coins, classic cars, etc.? So anything that is a collectible type investment. Are you guys also investing in other things? For me, I mentioned in other videos that I also have graded comic books. And it's old Spawn comics from the 90s. It's Spider-Man stuff, first appearances of certain characters. X-Men, first appearance of certain characters. Those are the ones that I've zeroed in on the comic book side. But I would be interested in hearing from you all. Are you digging into other stuff as well, or are you solely in on sports cards and that's kind of your deal? I'd be interested in knowing, kind of what you guys are doing on that front. As far as sports cards go, are you focused on baseball, basketball, football individually, or other cards for that matter, wrestling, soccer? What is your focus as far as sports card investing goes? And, is it all of the above? I'd be curious to just know how many people, are just focused on baseball or just focused on soccer or have a little bit of everything, variety. It would be kind of interesting to hear from you all what your strategy is, and just not even from an investment standpoint, but also from a collecting standpoint as well. What do you collect for your PC, your personal collection? And then what are you looking to invest in, and look to flip and so forth? Are you investing in raw cards or graded cards or both? And then to piggyback on that question, which grading company, if you're going for graded cards, some people just don't even mess with graded cards, and I respect that. But which grading company, if you are buying graded cards, is your number one? And do you see that company always being your number one? Can you please explain why? And the reason why I asked for the explanation is because some people are solely PSA people, some people are solely BGS, some people really like SGC. I really want some feedback from the audience as to, what is your favorite and why. And then also, if you just stick to raw cards, I'd be curious to know kind of, why that is. Are you not confident in any of the grading companies, or is it that just not your thing? You just really like focusing in on raw cards? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in hearing more about that and just kind of expanding on that conversation, because it really interests me a lot. All right, last question for you guys. If you could own one sports card, and only one, so this is kind of like the dream card, which one would it be? What is that dream card that you would want to own from a collection or an investment standpoint, or maybe a combination of the two? For me, this one is a PSA 10 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card. There's only about 300 of them out there, according to the PSA population reports. For me, that's just, I think just from my childhood, my nostalgia, it's the most iconic card in my world. I don't own any of them, and I don't think that it's a good time for me to try to at this point with them pushing $50,000. But I certainly understand the price point and why they have risen the way that they have, just in terms of scarcity. Of course, Michael Jordan is top of mind right now with the Last Dance documentary, so I get it. But I would be interested in knowing what that card is for you today, and what you think that card might be for you in the future. So, and I guess how I'm asking that question is, what is that dream card right now? And then, is there a card right now that is not necessarily your dream card, but you could see it being your dream card in 10 years just based on, appreciation or, kind of the prospecting speculation that you're doing now? What is, what could that dream card be, moving down the road. I'd be curious to know that. So, and guys, if there's any other, topics that you'd like to cover, I want to try to do more of these where we just try to open up the conversation. I'm going to look to do, in the next month or so, a live video so that we can do this in real time. I think that would be really fun to do. And so, yeah, let me know kind of what you guys think in the comments below. Please subscribe. Invite your friends to the conversation. For those that might not have discovered this channel yet, I just want to open up the conversation. Like I said when I started this, it's not just about me talking at you all about sports cards. I am no expert in this whatsoever. I just enjoy talking about it, and I enjoy interacting, with all of our subscribers and just all of the people that are viewing it, and it's just a lot of fun for me. So please give me your feedback below and subscribe for more videos, and we will look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care.